Imagine being trapped at the bottom of the ocean, running out of air, and no one can reach you in time. That's the nightmare Last Breath throws us into, and I just watched it. Here is my spoiler free take. Last Breath is a thriller movie that's mainly about a group of deep sea divers on a mission at the bottom of the seafloor. Shit goes kind of wrong, and we get to see the characters deal with it. It has a decent sized cast, actually, but the most important actors are the great Woody Harrelson, Shang-Chi himself, Simu Liu, and Finn Cole, who I didn't know much about prior to this. It is directed by Alex Parkson, whose work I'm not familiar with, but after this movie, I might have to keep an eye out for him in the future. One of the coolest things about the film was just the setting and scenario that the people were in. And it's cool seeing the equipment and the processes required to pull off a deep sea operation like this. It felt like we were right there with them in the ship, the submersibles, and down on the bed of the ocean. It's a stark contrast to all the big budget blockbusters not having as much going on. It has nowhere close to the amount of CG that we normally see, and yet the movie felt just as big and impactful. Our main actors, Woody Harrelson and Simu Liu, really crushed it the whole way through. And yo, I'm not really a crier in movies, but there was a moment where I was getting a little bit choked up, and the movie was based on a true story. I'm definitely double adding deep sea diving to the list of things that don't really sound that fun to me. The cinematography was beautiful too in certain moments. They do a great job of illustrating just how dark it really is at the bottom of the ocean. Yo, if you're enjoying this review, you might as well subscribe, comment, and at least tap that like button. It really helps small channels like mine out, and it'll bring you back for my next video. All right, back to the review. Simu Liu gets some cool moments here, but he doesn't get much to do dialogue-wise, and it's kind of wooden when he isn't diving. It was great to see him here, but he was kind of wasted. Also, there were some moments where we see the ship that's guiding the divers that could have been the exact same shot each time. And it's the only moment where it felt like the effects weren't really up to snuff. It didn't even feel like the people in the main control station were actually on the boat. With that said, I did like this movie, and none of the negatives really took away from my enjoyment. I recommend checking this one out, and it doesn't have to be on the big screen, but it's definitely worth seeing. But that's the review, and if you enjoyed it, I have another video you might like right here.